Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. President Macron, Monsieur, you are in deep doo-doo. Yes, Mr. Emmanuel Macron woke up a little bit late and I think the game is over for him and France. Not that he could have done much anything differently than he did, but at least he could have built or at least pressed the other weasel called Olaf Scholz to a stronger alliance. But it seems like the German Chancellor is really, not only he, but the country, the politicians are under the Americans' boot that they can't do anything. What am I talking about? You remember when the United States of America passed that little weasel act called Inflation Reduction Act? Well, it seems like that might violate the World Trade Organization rules and not friendly towards Europe, especially France, which they don't like it a bit because it's too protectionist, according to Mr. Macron. Well, good morning, Mr. Macron. Thank you very much for being alive. This article comes from Sputnik. It is from today, the 8th of November 2022. This is the title. Don't think it is friendly. Macron slams US Inflation Reduction Act saying rules violate World Trade Organization laws. What are you going to do about it? You met Olaf Scholz, I think, didn't they meet? Was it in Paris? Olaf Scholz came over there and they spoke about doing something about this US Inflation Reduction Act, and they vowed to fight it. And well, it seems like Macron got feisty because I think he's like a little rat that he is, cornered. And cornered by the electorate. I think his approval rating is below 40. I think it's something mid 30 or something. So I think his pants are all yellow, if you know what I mean. His underwear. So the Inflation Reduction Act has been heavily criticized by European leaders for being too protectionist. French President Emmanuel Macron has once again criticized the United States Inflation Reduction Act IRA, this time saying it does not comply with World Trade Organization WTO laws and called it not friendly to Europe. And now the question, what are you going to do about it? Macron was giving a speech on pollution but said he could not address the issue without bringing up the IRA, right, the US Inflation Reduction Act. And I'm quoting, "I don't think it's in line with the World Trade Organization rules," end quote, Macron said, of the climate and stimulus package passed in August. And I'm quoting again, "I don't think it is friendly," end quote. France, Germany, and other European nations fear that IRA, Inflation Reduction Act, will reduce investment in Europe because it provides tax credits and other incentives for renewable energy components manufactured inside the United States of America. Macron also took the opportunity to blast the United States for charging Europe far too much for natural gas. Well, remember when they said, well, you just exposed yourselves to blackmail from Russia. Now you expose yourself to blackmail from us. Good job. They made you, so idiots. They made you, United States, made the European impose sanctions on Russia. Someone blew up those Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines, cut them off from any delivery through those pipes. Okay? And now they cry like, and they came, the United States has got a cape, put it around, put it here, coming over the Atlantic. I'm going to save you with natural, liquefied natural gas. Yay! Everybody was, yes, help, thank you very much. And then the American says, and by the way, this is the bill. No, they can't pay that. Well, we're helping you guys. You're in trouble here. I mean, the Russians were blackmailing you, and you guys imposed sanctions on Russia, and we help you. Oh, that's not nice. That's how it is, baby doll. Oh my. So it says here that, I'm quoting, the North American economy is making choices for the sake of attractiveness, which I respect, but they create a double standard, end quote. Macron said later, adding that, and I'm quoting again, the United States produces cheap gas that they sell to us at a high price. Capitalism, Macron, capitalism. Oh, you want communism? Okay, you kind of have something like that over there, according to some friends of mine who report to me from France. France was always, a little bit socialist, a little bit, who's not, right? But I think they were a little bit more towards that, which that's their way of dealing with life, I guess. They're right. So the United States produces cheap gas that they sell to us at a high price. And on top of that, they have taken massive state aid measures in certain sectors that are completely outside our market projects, end quote. Weasel, you got shafted in your butt, real deep. France has also alleged that Norway is price gouging natural gas. Yes, man, that's the way it is. What do you want? See? Now, is Macron shedding a few tears for the Russian gas? Putin, hey. Niet. How is that? Niet gavarit. I don't talk to you. Get out of here. Oh. So, France has been leading the charge in Europe against the IRA. Last week, French Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire also condemned the IRA. And I'm quoting, "We must clearly tell our US partners," they're not your partners, there's no partners, man. They are robbing you. Not like Robin Hood, but are robbing you. Our US partners, that it is a major problem for us. That's exactly what they want you to be, so you can be at their fingertips. It is not acceptable. I think it's perfect for the Americans. Not acceptable for you. What are they going to do about it? Zero, nien, rien, nothing, zero. It could create a major shock on the European industry. Great, we're going to come and do it again. We did it with Marshall Plan number 1. We're going to come with Marshall Plan number 2, and we're going to take over again your economies. Like we did it after the Second World War. Yay! And we're going to help you. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay? All right. Too late, man, too late. Macron said that he will take up the issue with Washington when he visits next month. I want to see you doing it. With whom? You make sure you get Biden, smack him a few times and say, okay, now let's talk. And still, or maybe you're going to talk with Kamala on her tongue, if you know what I mean. He also recently revived his calls with a counter Buy European Act. Macron previously published the idea in 2017, but he was opposed to Belgium and Germany because they feared it would hurt their exports. Post-pandemic, the European blah blah blah. Too late, man, too late. Paris previously estimated that IRA could cost France up to 8 billion euros in investments if companies moved their operations to the United States to take advantage of the subsidies. Yes, they will. Great. A finance minister source told the Financial Times that potential responses, including filing a complaint to the WTO, World Trade Organization, or retaliatory tariffs, though they hope the United States will make an exemption for European Union products instead. What is going on? You see, this is the communist socialist way. When the governments go and they make all kind of regulations here, and then they think, oh, we're going to make this in order to have these consequences. But unfortunately, it's not only solving that, but they go like this and they're going to have some consequences here. And guess what? Again, the government is going to go here to solve this problem, do it here, then the consequences here are going to go right here. And then they're going to go here, solve this problem, and the consequences are going to go straight to point A. And then here we fucking go. You know, let's say you get a prescribed medication a drug from these drug dealers that anyway, you go over there and then you read on the little whatever you got box over there, side effects, a long list. What the hell? In case this happens, you go and get this. In case, and then you go back to the doctor because it hurts this, you throw up, you poop, you can't, and you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, okay, you take this, you take this, and the pharmaceutical companies are, yes, celebration, that's what they do. And then the doctor says, here is a new list, and from then that new list is going to have side effects. Those medications go to another one. So that's what happens with these mofos over there when they get involved in the market, and they put sanctions here, they go and protect this, and they do some regulations here, and then things go like this, and then you have the experts say, yeah, it's going to be a recession, and then no, we're going to have a surplus, and they say, man, we missed it. You have 50%. It's up or down. That's all you fucking have, and you miss it. It have 50%. I can guess the same way you guys guess. That's the reason why, because they can't comprehend all this has a problem here, but you don't see it. You see only 10 problems here, don't see the 15 other that they are over there. That's why this is not capitalism. There's no capitalism. Look at how Macron is throwing up angry right now, and I'm having an apoplectic crisis here or whatever attack, because these guys are just regulating everything. The communists. And they are managing things, they solve things, the government. I survived this one. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.